So we have some very alarming news. I wish I could come on here and tell you that everything's going to be great, your money is perfectly safe, but that is not essentially true. What's actually happening is our money is actually at risk. And here's the reason why. There's a lot of things that are happening right now. And at this time, but prices are beginning to surge. This is across the board. Now, in just 2 days, on Thursday, August 10th, we are going to have the new CPI data. However, many people are calling this the CPI lie, simply because these numbers can be manipulated. But what's happening across the globe is really telling us what is about to hit our pockets. Now, first I want to show you a couple things. Well, pretty much explain a few things. First, credit card balances have jumped by $45 billion from April to June. We are now sitting at over $1 trillion in credit card debt. That is crazy. That is insane, especially when we got all that stimulus over the past few years. Now we're seeing our credit card debt hit all-time highs. That's a problem, especially when prices are starting to rise and we are going to need credit cards in order to pay for things like food and medications and utilities. This is a major concern. And let me just ask you this. If you are concerned about your money, do me a favor, go ahead, hit that like button. Now, here's the other thing. According to a new report from the Fed, they are now saying that credit card debt, 30 days or more past due, has risen to 7.2% in the second quarter. This is the highest it has been since the first quarter of 2012. Yeah, since right after the great financial crisis, right? Since right after that, again, major concern. But why is this happening, and what just happened the other day? Well, what just happened over the weekend was that Russian oil and grain actually is seeing it's halted. Okay, exports are halted simply because of this drone strike near the Black Sea port from Ukraine. Now, I wanted to bring this up because of one main reason. We were all expecting this war between Ukraine and Russia. This was going to end. This was going to be fairly quick. It was going to have a, yes, it hurt everybody, not just the United States, not just Russia, not just Ukraine, every single country out there. It's impacted them. We were expecting this was going to go quickly, especially with countries like the United States sending hundreds of billions of dollars over to Ukraine, sending military equipment, sending our support. It should have went fairly quickly. However, it hasn't. And this is why, according to one senator, Senator Tommy Tuberville, he said yesterday that Ukraine cannot win the war because it's a junior high team playing a college team. The other thing is, if we do not continue as a nation here in the U.S., if we don't continue to send money and different military equipment to Ukraine, then yes, Ukraine cannot win this. Which would mean Russia is actually going to take over parts of Ukraine, and then who knows, they could keep on going and take over more countries. We don't know. But the longer this goes on, the more it's going to hurt us here in the United States. And President Biden was very upfront. This is the one thing that he did say was going to happen, and it did. He said that we were going to feel the pain. That here in the United States, because of that war between Russia and Ukraine, us here in the U.S. would feel the pain financially. And we have. Now, here's the other thing that's going on. After attacking Ukraine wheat exports, Russia is now, again, they're trying to control more. Okay? They're trying to control gas prices, especially with oil. They're trying to control grain exports. That's becoming an issue. It's becoming an issue because everything is going up in price. Let me just show you. Let me just read some of the gas prices here. Let me see. Let's pull this up. Okay, so right now it's $3.82 here in the US. That's what it is currently, as of today. Okay, scroll down. Okay, let's just look at gas prices. Right, so currently it's $3.82 per gallon. A month ago, it was $3.53. So we are already up 29 cents in 1 month. In 1 week, we're up 4 cents. Yesterday, it's come down since yesterday. So that's good news, right? No. It's bad news because when we look at the month over month, we've risen 29 cents per gallon. Okay? And I just want to show you that because this is part of the problem. OPEC is cutting production. Demand is still high. And we don't see this really changing too much. Demand is going to actually come down in the next month or two as people, stop going on vacation, they get back to work, children are back to school. That's really going to, bring demand down. But at the same time, there are some people that say, no, demand's actually going to increase because even though we're not going on vacation, we're heading back to work every day. And by heading back to work, it's actually going to use more fuel, more electricity, more heat. It's going to use more than what we are currently using. So that's something that we need to keep an eye on. But one last thing that I just want to say is this is extremely alarming. The reason why this is extremely alarming is because, so I talked to somebody the other day, and this person told me that she has to travel. It takes her an hour and 10 minutes, about an hour and 8 minutes, to get from her house to her work. She drives over an hour every single day to get to work. Drives another hour back. As gas prices have increased, she's actually bringing home less money because she has to spend more. Okay? The reason why this is very problematic is because she relies on a credit card. She relies on credit cards to be able to, pay for things while she's waiting for the next paycheck. And yes, she is part of the more than 60% of Americans that do live paycheck to paycheck. She doesn't own her own home. She still has a car payment of over $700 per month. Okay? She pays for all her electricity, all her gas, all her food, all her medications, gets very little help. This is the reason why it's problematic, is because this is what is about to happen. In the next month, she is expected to start making payments on her student loans. Her student loan payment, she says, is just under $420. Okay, so probably $410, $420, somewhere around there. It's just under $420 per month that she has to pay. She's already struggling to put food on the table. She doesn't know if her job that she's working at now even makes sense. She might have to find another job that is much closer to her home. Or get rid of her apartment and go find something else. Which means she'll likely have to pay another deposit, another first and last month's rent. She'll have to go through all the other screenings. So this is what we are about to see, is that right now, food prices are going up, gas prices are going up. We are expecting those things to surge. As they do, and as student loan payments come back, millions and millions of Americans are going to struggle. Millions are going to go without food. Millions could potentially be on the verge of homelessness. All because these things are starting to pretty much come together at the worst possible time. So, just wanted to fill you in on what's going on at this time. Again, if you think this is alarming, go ahead, hit that like button. Also comment down in the comment section below and write, this is alarming. Because in my opinion, I think the worst is yet to come. So, that's what we know at this time. As always, as I know more, I promise, I'll come back on and share all the latest news and updates. Again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.